Oh, hey, Soraya, I broke the live stream. There's a new one now. I figure you probably joined on that one first. Good schmornin', sir. I'm not an English teacher, but I do like to think I know a thing or two about words. I don't think I can say it. Jeez. Why is that one invincible? So you're looking at what we have so far. Oh, those guys are good guys. I don't want to hurt them. Jeez. Man. Alright, first little pet peeve of mine that I want to get to work on is why is my bullet always facing a weird way? Just annoying. I just want to fix that. I don't know about words. It's fine. Good schmornin', sir. What are you, Sean Connery? So how do I get this bullet? It is a blueprint called BP Bullet. So you have nothing going into rotation.
Good afternoon. Sorry.
Hey, good afternoon. Long time no see.
Good afternoon.
I've heard of you, but I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?
Yeah, Mister. I went on a long trip called the trip of. Yeah. Okay. I just went on a trip.
Sounds splendid.
Yeah.
So if I can get the camera rotation, I should be able to get
on a
this.
trip to find out the secret about, Smash Bros. Learn some of the mechanics.
Was it worth it?
Sadly, yes.
That is sad.
I decided to be brave and turn on my camera today. Unlike
You're
others.
very brave. I know. We missed seeing you, I think. Hi, Kaylani. All right, so I'm plugging in the spawning bullet. I'm saying, hey, I want your rotation bullet to be the same rotation as the camera manager. All of the good stuff we accomplished last time was because of the camera manager. So I'm hoping that's going to be true. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm such a freaking genius. Everything I do, I got the Midas touch, man. Every code I write, it turns to gold.
I can barely see your face cam, sir. It's like
you can barely see my face cam. That's not good. That's the most important part.
I can barely see it.
You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna present my screen on the Google Meet so that you guys can actually see my screen a little bit better. But I figured out the bullet situation, so that's great. It's 12:15. We're just started, and I already figured out the bullet situations. They actually aim correctly. So let's take a look at our notes. I had a few ideas while I was just messing around for a second now. I was like, here's an idea. First off, what if when you kill these guys, you can, try and kill them first. They don't kill us first, so you definitely want to do that. Just hang out once they get near you. But what if you can, go up and collect metal, like scrap metal or something? You know, like that. Or just having the system where you can collect things from the bodies that you kill. That's very Star Wars-ish, right? This seems like a standard game.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah?
I agree it is.
You agree with it? Anybody else agree? So we could do that. We could do the inventory system stuff. Yeah, Mason, you said that would be cool. Okay. So we have that as an option to do. But we also have a lot of notes. So let's take a look at our notes and see what we do. So Mandalorian the game. Finish a Tatooine set. This is a very dry set so far. I don't mean it's dry because it's a desert. Although, I guess that applies as well. We need it to look interesting and stuff, right? So maybe we want to do a whole day today on level design. No systems, but level design. That's a valid option. We're a little bit lacking in that department. So there's that. Make a droid companion system. Yeah, your droids follow you, but we should be able to look at them and have a widget that says stay or follow or that kind of thing maybe. Be able to line trace from the character. Taking that one out. Figure that out. See if we can make a jetpack boost ability. We could do that today. You press a button and you kind of jump above everything. Give the player a credits variable to use for purchasing things. I don't think we've done that yet. Health variable, I don't think we did that yet either. Talk about explore quest systems. We could, for example, make it so that we have friendly NPCs that you can go up to and potentially start a dialogue system. I would be okay with that. That would be the whole class kind of thing because that is a little complicated. We could do Create armor slots, allow for collecting various armors, inventory. We can make the ability to pick up items in the world. We were just saying that. Implement line trace from the character. No ammo, but overcharging. That was just a note that one of you guys had that I liked.
Mister, I have an idea about the metal. Picking it up from like defeat a droid or something. Maybe like you could use it to fix your droid companion if they ever got broken.
If they get damaged, I like that. Crafting, maybe build a ship or something.
Yeah, like certain metal. You'll need certain metals from certain droids to fix your little partner.
So I'm putting some options a poll together now. Develop the system of picking up objects, including from dead enemies. It's definitely one of them. The other option is starting the process of a friendly NPC dialogue system. Health, credits, player, death. All right, that's enough for the poll. Good afternoon, everybody. All right, so I'm going to launch this poll. It is launched. All right, so everybody take a look at your polls on the right of Google Meets. What should we do today? Option 1, design the environment, design Tatooine. Do the level design. Option 2, develop the system of picking up objects, including those objects coming from enemies you kill. Option 3, starting the process of friendly NPC dialogue system. So you go up to an NPC and you can start talking to them. You can do that whole system. And then another one would be adding health, credits, and your player's ability to actually die, and then you have to restart, that kind of thing as well. So those are your choices.
What about adding money?
That's what I mean by credits, money. That's like the Star Wars money. So that would be option 4.
What about better money?
There's no better money than credits.
You sure?
Your credits are no good here.
No.
We should start with the environment, Antonio says. The polls are looking like they want us to do environment. But more people need to vote. This needs to be a fair election. Okay? Ask not what you can do for this class, but what this class can do for you. Premium money you have to pay real life dollars for, like in mobile games. So Mason's going to be the game producer because he wants to put in microtransactions into a game that doesn't have a prototype yet.
Please, God, no.
That's what he wants. That's what Mason said. Isn't that what you said, Mason? I'm quoting him. Go join EA, as the right says.
Don't make this an EA game, please, sir.
I don't know, man. I think kind of as a joke.
I think that would ruin the game, sir.
How about this? No, we really should be finding inspiration.
It would ruin the game, but we would make a lot of money.
And then a month later, EA is going to buy us out.
Ooh, and then shut us down a year later. Sounds good. All right, guys, there's a ton of people in this meet, but very little have voted. Okay? So, you must vote. Every vote must be voted. So, the winner right now is environment design, which I'm happy to do, but I feel like there's not a lot, only 11 people voted. For cosmetics only, like V-Bucks and Fortnite, Battle Royale. I don't know. Sounds like a good idea. What if we make this a Battle Royale Star Wars game, right? We should just do that.
No.
Don't you think, guys? No?
Sir, we already had a concept.
Yeah, but that concept's so last year.
Fortnites.
That concept's
There's
boring.
5 different types of games in this game, sir. We don't need to add another one.
Come on, doesn't want to
think
be like
Fortnite-
EA
I don't think we
and
have to
spend
ruin
3 years
Star
making a game
Wars
with 4 levels?
either.
I'll smite you with Zorya's Minecraft
I will
swords.
smite you with my irregular spacing. All right. I think the polls are in, and it looks like the winner is designing Tatooine the environment, which sounds like a really good goal to do. So let's do that now. Okay. So, you know what I'm gonna do real quick? I'm gonna hop on over to our sponsor. Look at that. Our sponsor, Dot War Games. Great gaming company, and their game Akhenaten Rule as Pharaoh and steal some of
What
the
if we had
background
lightning
mountains
force?
in that game. What's that?
What if we had the lightning force? You know, in
Oh
Star
yeah,
Wars.
my favorite subject.
The Force? But
You know, how
Mandalorians
they go
can't
like
use the
this with their
Force, but your
hands?
enemies could, maybe.
And your enemies would like get paralyzed for a couple seconds, and you could like shoot them.
I'd love to do
Head,
Force
and
push. Probably could. I can think of a few ways. So you know what's actually interesting?
Because
That
you're
that
a bounty hunter. There's no rules
That-
on who can and can't be a bounty hunter.
Well, I was just gonna say that animation kit that template we have. There's a setting on there that caused all your bones to kind of collapse and you to fall over in whatever direction, and then you get back up. And I think what it's doing is simulating physics on all the bones, and then it's turning off the physics on all the bones. And if we combine that with a node called launch character, or just like set velocity or something, you could have that boom blowback of like the force, and maybe we could have something like that.
I was gonna say make an invisible NPC follow you, and then when you push your hand out, the invisible NPC pushes the opponent, make it look like you push them back.
I like it. D'Angelo's thinking like a game developer. You know what that reminds me of? Because here's the thing: game developers, as long as the job gets done, how you do it doesn't totally always matter. What it reminds me of is in Fallout New Vegas. Did anybody play Fallout New Vegas? Who's played that?
Yes, that is the best
No,
Fallout
but I
game.
think I'm playing.
It's a really loved game, amazing game. Anyway, Fallout New Vegas is a game where it's an open world western kind of. It takes place in Las Vegas in the future, post-apocalyptic Fallout, right? And throughout especially at the end of the game, there's cutscenes that you play. And the cutscenes kind of like you see like a slideshow of this is the Mojave, and you have a narrator saying what your choices were because it's a very choice-based game. It branches out. My game's taking so long to load up. I'm opening my game right now in order to take away the mountains from the game because we'll put those mountains and they'll be the far off things. They're static meshes, and it's a lot more efficient to do that way than to use a landscape. Anyway, the landscapes where our player will walk around, but there's distant, far off mountains you can never reach that are out of bounds. That's why I'm going into this game to get that because I happen to have some. Anyway, in Fallout New Vegas, they're in their engine because they don't use Unreal; they use their own custom engine, Bethesda's engine actually. They don't have really a system in place, a coded system for playing a video. They just don't have it. So, and they have to get a game done, right? So, what do you do in that case? Do you code a whole system in the engine for playing a video on screen? No. You know what they did? And you can only see this if you kind of hack into the game. But at the end of the game, when you beat the game and it does the whole cinematic cutscene where it shows you what you did, what they do is they teleport your character to a room that's looking at a wall that has a projector, because there's projectors in different parts of the game, that's projecting these slides onto a screen. Your character is frozen in place, so he can't move, the controls don't work, and there's an NPC right next to you, talking to you, delivering the lines of the narration, going, and then when the Mojave Desert Wasteland was da 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 da. And there's literally a guy there speaking, he's an NPC, but as a player, all they see is this cutscene and they're sitting back, right? Because that was the simplest way to make that happen for that sort of game. Yeah, D'Angelo, go ahead.
Who's da 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 da?
My what? What?
Who's dot 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 dot?
Who is dot 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 dot? I'm not sure what you're saying. Confused. You've confused me. I know my game's still loading, so I'll just let that load in the background, and let's get started. We'll do that. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, so we've got
That's
these.
your computer Wi-Fi, sir.
It could be my Wi-Fi. So we've got some Star Wars-esque stuff going on here. Now Tatooine's very run down. Whenever you're doing this kind of thing, the first thing you want to do is pull up what we call reference images that will kind of give you an inkling about what something's supposed to do. Because doing it from memory is okay, but you want to do it. You want reference images. Okay, like these dome houses. Like this is great reference image. So we'll open that up, and that's super possible to do. We can definitely do that. Oh, now my game loaded in. I was like, everything was freezing for a second. So I'm just here to steal some stuff. So if I go in here, we're gonna type in mountain.
Encouraging children to steal.
Yeah, but I'm stealing
Yeah,
for
it's my
myself.
favorite subject, migrating.
Is your favorite subject migrating?
So far,
It's
I
got-
like stealing
Yeah,
from your
yeah.
own game.
For my own game. I know you've suggested it multiple times, huh?
Only twice, sir.
Only twice. We did steal the
Only
sand,
twice.
didn't we? I think we did. And
Mhm.
yeah, from here. What we should also do, we can steal some of the Egyptian style houses. I don't think this is the mountain I want. I don't know what that is.
Only twice as he crosses out the 3 zeros behind it.
Background, maybe, is it's what it's called. You know, it's not actually being used on this level, ironically. So I have to look in the content browser for it. Background, mountain, background landscape. And I should be filtering by static meshes.
Hey, sir, Akhenaten's like what is it called? Like an Egyptian game, right?
Yes, it is.
Why do you have medieval times looking Renaissance fair set up?
What about a Renaissance fair?
Your game. I thought it was an Egyptian. Yet you look like you're about to get your steeds ready and go out to
Egyptian
pillage another
knights.
castle, sir.
Wait, what part of it looks like it's the Renaissance? Is it this thing over here on the right?
The entire castle shape you're trying to make out of it.
Like
wait.
it looks like you have castle walls.
It does,
looks like
doesn't it? It does a little bit. Okay, so I can be honest. So
it looks like
this
a
map.
honor strategy game, not Akhenaten.
I agree. This map. So those are from
Where's the genie and the lamp in your game, sir?
I don't know if that would fit.
That
all right,
should be like a legendary item someone could get. They could get a free wish or 3.
all right, so we're sending a Star Wars period 8 Mandalorian content. I wouldn't have done this if I knew it was going to take that long. All right, I'm going to close it. I hope that mountain worked. If not, I'll make up a mountain. But this is good to have here. Let's. Oh man, I love these. Like, just
Sir,
let's
I
bring us
think
some
I know a
assets.
good feature that would be so like people won't run out of resources.
What about resources running out? You're saying?
I feel like if this game's gonna like be including like stuff you have to like build with and all that, I feel like within the sand there should be little patches you can search through and you could just find different material.
I agree 100%.
We should make a mining system so we can get some Beskar.
Yes, Minecraft.
Beskar.
Beskar mining. Ooh, I like it.
I
Like,
have
instead
heard
of just getting like a pickaxe or a piece of wood, we have to make like a refinery for it and like put it on a mountain.
So you see what I'm doing here? I'm taking this itty bitty static mesh. I'm gonna put it really, really far away, and I'm gonna give it either the same material or a similar material, depends how it looks. And it's going to create like that distant, like it's gonna give that atmosphere of distance kind of thing. So yeah. Oh, I think we need a different material, guys.
You're gonna have to put a hidden Imperial base on that mountain.
Okay. So I'm
With a
gonna
giant
fix.
AT-AT inside of it.
That'd be cool.
like maybe a broken I'm forgetting the word, the thing that goes on all fours, robot
An
thing.
AT-AT.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Mr.
got
Schmickers,
one of those over there.
Force
And an
push
entire
that
Imperial
piece-
base hidden in the
You
mountains,
can
sir.
force push the ground.
The
and
only viable
material.
option.
I'm like, I need to actually change something about the material, but I'd rather just use since it's gonna be in the distance anyway. Let's see if we can just use a simpler. There's the sandstone material. Sandstone.
Remember, sir, this is only a prototype. It's not a finished product. We don't have to get the best quality right now.
That is the voice of a smart man. I agree completely. You're very right on that. But I want it to look good. So
Let it go, sir. We all
Sir,
want
looks
that
don't always matter. It matters what's about the inside.
you guys are too good. You guys are too smart. You know that.
Like an
Too smart for
Imperial
your own good.
base, sir.
We gotta save some of this, sir.
Yes.
Gotta say, Gotta save.
You
some of
can't
that
make a
bad-
1080p game and only make it 10 minutes long.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oops. You guys are smart.
Gotta
Okay,
give
can
some
I
of that
can I have
pizzazz.
permission at least to surround the landscape with these meshes?
Fine.
That's
Yeah.
I'll allow you that.
You'll allow me that? Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Okay, all right, I'll do that.
You should put like
But
dunes.
put the first letter of my name in the design.
Wait, that doesn't sound like sound advice. Hold on.
Just make a face out of the mesh.
Make a Mandalorian helmet outside of the mesh for an Easter egg.
Yes.
As an Easter egg, if you interact with it, the Mandalorian spawns, and you have to fight him. You probably die though. Too hard of a boss.
No, there should be Easter egg on one of the freaking mountains that just if you like push in the rock, a baby Yoda spawns somewhere.
No, like multiple Baby Yodas, and you have to find them.
Ah, yes.
If you don't find them in time, a great punishment. If you find them in time, a great reward.
Guys, listen, I got the perfect Easter egg. All right, Mr. Torres puts in the mountains a button. When you push the button, spawns Baby Yoda and Mandalorian, and they dance for you.
Oh my God, yes.
They do the dance moves dance.
They
Already
they
designed
do
the
the
Easter
Gangnam
eggs, huh?
Style for you with music in the background.
All right, how's it look?
I
I
have
mean,
an
we got
idea.
these background. Now there's like
Sir,
more
why don't you
background.
Put the Christmas hat on the thing. Christmas is over.
No, I
You should
like
put a
that.
pumpkin on his
You
head.
don't like that?
It looks
Yeah.
it looks nicer because Christmas is over.
Sir,
Put it-
sir,
put it
sir,
up.
just
You gotta
put a
put
humongous heart on
like
his
an
head.
arrow through his head because it's
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
I
Or
like
just put an arrow through his head with like half a hearts on both of the sides.
Exactly, yeah, for Valentine's Day.
Hmm.
Make it like relative, sir.
Now I have a couple ideas, mister.
Yeah, let's hear it.
One about the marketplace or somewhat with the scraps, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
say this first. A good Easter egg could be like, behind a mountain or something. If you're traveling really far off where you're not supposed to, you just find the main Egyptian guy from your game.
I like
Just
that.
sitting there in a
It-
throne.
In a throne.
That's amazing. You turn the corner of a mountain, he's just sitting there, all high and mighty in his throne. But make the throne a toilet. There you go.
Oh,
Easter egg
yeah.
right there.
And my idea about the scraps thing. What if the only way to get new guns or to make a gun in the first place or weapons is that you need to find scraps or trade in currency if we get any from a marketplace we make,
Mm-hmm.
and like
Yeah,
a certain
buying and
amount
selling.
of different kind of materials.
Yeah,
And the
absolutely.
same thing with putting more stuff at your base. So
Okay.
there's that.
And the scrap
wow.
scepter, and the scrap sword, and the scrap scythe, and the scrap force. It's all coming together, sir. Piece by
Yes, it
piece.
is.
Our minds are fusing into one. Witness our fusion.
These are not the droids you're looking
Look
for.
at us turn into a big transformed monster.
I don't like that. So I'm looking at these different static meshes we have.
We will.
Sure,
as
put in a
long as we
giant
get the next
pharaoh
night.
from Akhenaten in the background. A pharaoh. Or the giant cat statue with a man's head on it. Put that in the background
You mean the Sphinx?
from Akhenaten. Yeah, the Sphinx. Put that in there. Just in the distance next to the mountains.
Look at
That's
this.
the
I'm like,
best
this
Easter
could
egg ever.
be- Yeah.
And we put your face on it, sir.
Ooh, now we're talking.
It's just a giant Sphinx, but with Mr. Torres on it.
So you should name a boss, but you should make a lot of bosses, but take bits from our name and name him that boss.
Oh my God, yes.
Take bits of Antonio, Steven, and my name, and make a super hard boss that you
What about everyone
have to get
else's
certain
name?
items and be a certain level to beat.
Hey, what about me? I've been in this conversation.
And Hayden, and Hayden.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
He's
about.
in his gamer chair rolling at you.
I'm gonna take any part from
My
my name.
Hayden will be Hey Hill.
At least take my last name. At least take parts of my last name, please.
That's why Hayden's boss name will be Hey Hill.
Hey.
No, the almighty Hayden. There we go.
Then
I'm the final boss.
to beat the mighty Hayden, you need the banana scepter. No, I'm kidding.
I feel
Yeah.
like the finals boss is Steven's name because he's like the biggest brain out of all of us.
You have a point.
Just saying, I wanna
Steven from Minecraft.
please try to pronounce my last name. I want to see if any of you guys get it correct.
Alancar.
Alacanter.
Oh, Alcantar. Alcantar.
Alcantar?
Alcantar. Alcantar. Alcantar.
It's
Alcantar?
Alcantar.
That?
Alcantar.
Really?
Guys, I have an
That's
idea.
my
Is
full
your
name.
family
You guys wanna hear
Hispanic?
it? I have the best idea. Mr. Torres makes a model of himself, and then we give him like a scepter from Akhenaten. He's the final boss.
Nah,
And he can
we'll
alter
get
the
Mr.
shape of the
Infinite
land
someday.
stuff because he's the developer. He can like change stuff automatically. Yeah, you have a jetpack, bam, now it's a rock.
So, Mister, are we gonna make
got a
multiple
gun,
endings
man,
to this
I'll quit.
game or one ending?
I don't know. I think we should make this heavily quest based, this kind of game. So it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, every 10 minutes we have to just quest. Boom.
Guys.
Hey, I
we
want
should
you to
go
do this
far
right
over
now. Go.
Vegas. Make the beginning to where we just get absolutely wrecked in a fight, and then we have to build back up. And we come
Yeah,
back
Yeah,
and
like we
finish
have
the
like
house,
the best
then we
team.
backhand the boss like a child.
And then we just somehow lose it.
Right.
Yeah, you're all of a sudden winning and they punch you once and
But like no, the game opens up.
And
Or
then you
like
just-
when starting the game, it opens up with a cutscene, and then it shows you in a fight scene with the final boss. But then you're just getting your butt kicked. Okay.
Mhm.
Then
they grab you by the head, throw you out.
Tatooine. You have to build
Hey, by
back
the
up.
head,
and come
like
back
pretty
down
much
to the
snap you in half and then they throw you off, but then you somehow still survive.
I
He
don't
has
think
to pull Darth Maul.
Mister, we have to make one of a boss where the final hit is like we shave his head off, like shave the hair off his head.
He just has hair all over his body. Then you
We have
get
to have some funny bosses. We have to have some funny bosses. People like funny.
Okay, Baby Yoda with giant legs.
No, don't do that to Baby Yoda. Don't do that to Baby Yoda.
he,
Don't do
he
that.
just stands up from his cradle, just taller.
Mandalorian
you say about me?
in a wheelchair.
Did you call me short?
Hmm.
I have an idea. Someone else.
Do you have Blender installed? Probably ask someone else. Do you have Blender installed though?
I'm planning to. I have space for it.
I'm not that great at Blender. I gotta be honest.
Okay.
But there's some really good tutorials online. Like there's a tutorial where basically trying to make this kind of more sandy. This rock. I might need to go steal some more assets. I won't do it this time because that took so long. But what I'm gonna do real quick, we'll see how this works. So I'm gonna do something called foliage painting. So this is a way of really fast, quickly placing static meshes into your world that kind of fill out the environment in a really nice way. You usually do it for trees. That's what foliage means plants and stuff. But you can do it with any model. And I'm going to do it with this. And it's going to allow me to kind of paint all these rocks. And there's a few settings I'm going to set here. I want it to be a random size. So they could be 0.5 or all as big as 2, twice the size as they're supposed to be. So again, 0.5 or as big as
I
twice
have
the
an idea.
size.
Let's make this a ripoff of Star Wars and Dragon Ball Z. When your character powers up, their hair spikes.
That's a horrible idea. Okay,
Hey,
so
guys,
for
I
height,
thought of a-
let's
I thought
sync
of a really
it.
good boss fight. You guys wanna hear it?
Z office,
The best idea.
Z offset minus. It could be minus 200 because most boulders are sunk into the ground most of the time. So we're gonna do that minus 200 up to minus 50. And random angle, go up to 45-degree angle. Anyway, now that I've done that, you'll see I have this brush here that's like circular thing where I can paint static meshes. What we're gonna do is let's increase the size of this. Let's do like 3,000. Okay, and then the density, always take the density way down from 0.5 to 0.1 maybe. And now if I click, look, it puts all these rocks here. Okay, so this is a way that you can like really quickly fill out an area.
No way.
But the only thing is I don't know like how much of Tatooine is rock like that. Like, this could work on anything, but I don't know if that really, it doesn't really feel like boulders to me at all. I thought they were going to be a lot bigger.
I see what you're saying, mister. There's a quest where you have to look through the rocks to find an ancient item and bring it back to the owner. I see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
But it looks
Exactly
like
what I was
rocks.
saying. Glad you see it.
We should make one really annoying question. Just this guy's asking for a pin, and it's just in the middle of the desert somewhere.
Yeah.
Sir, I need a pin. Why? I'm dehydrated.
So I
Best
added some
question
towers
ever.
and stuff here and there. I mean, it's not the world's best level design, but I'm also experimenting. You know, like you're gonna see stuff like this. It should look more run down and rustic, kind of deal for sure. But you know, there's something to it. Our mountains look a little shiny. That's because I didn't want to focus too much on doing that. Oh, one quick thing we could do though. It looks a little too fluffy, our world, and that's because we haven't used the erosion tool on our landscape. So we'll go to landscape, and we're going to change landscape from sculpt. We're going to go to the erosion tool, and this is a great thing to use. So when you first sculpt things, they get all fluffy. It's kind of like a cotton candy hill, which could be okay sometimes for a dune, but watch what happens when I use the erosion tool on this. I'm just holding down my mouse button and dragging over and moving around and dragging over. What it's doing is sharpening these hills. It's compacting the material of the
As soon as
sand.
you're just gonna slice in half.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Mister, I have a request. I have a request.
Yeah.
No, I have a question.
No, I have a quest.
No, I have a question.
I said it first. I said it first.
Well, I have a
Okay, all
quest.
right, let him go.
All right,
Alright,
what's
rock,
your
paper,
quest?
scissors.
Type it in the chat.
Type in the
Hey,
chat.
no.
You know what? This is a good reminder that next time maybe we should focus on the dialogue system. Probably. I would say possibly.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I'll need more time to
Ding.
do the
All right,
environment stuff. Just 30 minutes is not long enough to do.
Go.
Yeah, to hit enter. We could all check it out.
Yay!
God,
Oh, you're all playing.
no, you're cheating. I'm calling Epic Games.
Yeah. I know.
My
And,
dad
oh, by
works
the
for
way,
Epic Games, so
remember
I'm playing
this.
Fortnite.
We've got this like dynamic lighting situation going on, I believe. So if you do Control L, we can move and have Tatooine at all kinds of different times of day. Now I will notice we're not getting that like binary sunset thing. I'll let you guys go in a minute, but stay on. We're almost done. Let's just let's get our light source. I just want to make sure that we're supporting the fog atmosphere stuff, sky atmosphere. Go to exponential height fog. Okay, we have it. And we've changed it to black. It's correct. If you change that to black, that's correct. Do we support sky atmosphere? Need to make sure that we have that set. We want those powerful sunsets. I mean, maybe we're getting it. Control L. No, we're definitely not getting it. We need that like Tatooine sunset at some point. But we've got with this, dynamic lighting kind of thing. Perhaps what we could do, another option is to make a day-night system. So it goes from day to night. While you're
Alright, I
doing
have
it.
a quest idea.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're on Tatooine. We go into a village, and there's this guy. He has an urn in his hands. He says, "This is my grandmother." Okay, I dropped one of her ashes in the desert. You got to go find it.
How do you drop one
And it's
ash?
during a sandstorm.
You can drop one ash? I'm not sure that makes sense to me.
He dropped one ash from his grandmother's urn, and so
Yeah.
now he has to go find it, and it's in a sandstorm.
All right, guys, listen. It's 12:45, 46 on a Friday, so that